that's never free.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got game number 2 going to be coming at you. All right, so I'm going to actually give Super KG a call back right here, and hopefully it's going to be good. If not, might just have to continue on. But here, let's see. Let's see if things are maybe fixed. Maybe that would be nice. Skype
all right.
Comes through. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's still some small lag, but I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Or, no, it works now.
Works now? Okay.
Yep, it's
Well,
perfect now.
Hopefully it keeps that. If obviously there are issues, just let me know. But we should be good. Okay, hopefully. All right. Anyways, welcome back. So we got game number 2 coming at you here. BMG versus Reason. Again, Reason Gaming taking the first game over Bad Monkey Gaming. Not only putting them up 1-0 in the series, but giving BMG their first loss here overall of the Pro League. So definitely an impressive feat in that itself. But at the same time, you know, there's still plenty of season left, and hell, they still even got the series now to worry about here. So we'll see how BMG responds. But yeah, no, that game, I mean, Reason had the early lead. BMG actually was coming back. They had the late game, but I was trying to think back to where maybe the game changed, and I guess it was when they were maybe trying to put or counter push at the top lane, and that's when they lost their melee racks, and then it kind of all fell apart from there, I guess. But anyways, enough about that. We got this game to look forward to. Drunken Master, Puppet Master, Torture, and Chrono. So a lot of responses to last game coming out right there. Chrono's the only one that wasn't seen last game, instead just banned by Imba Boy. But first pick Rhapsody as a result. Master of Arms coming out then. And then Engineer. So we have a lot of supports coming out right off the bat here between these teams.
I don't really like the Master of Arms pickup. I think there's other stronger heroes to pick up before him. I guess they're afraid of the cheese. Like Rhapsody, Master of Arms, and then maybe a Feeler or something. That's going to be hard to handle with, but Engineer is also a really good team fight, so in my opinion that might even be worse. But I guess it is okay pick up though.
Yeah. How about that? They go Swiftblade themselves here. We're talking about the last game and how his strength definitely lies especially in a tri-lane makeup, so you thinking that that's some information that they're giving away there?
I'm not too sure if these they will try it in. I know BMG only do it if they pick up him. These guys could run him as a suicide even. I'm not too sure. They can even run him short. I've never seen they play him, so they can do whatever, I guess. I only know that BMG only likes to play him as a offensive tri-lane. Yeah. Especially against Puppet Master.
All right, well, we'll see how he's going to be laned this time around. Magnus, though, coming out for BMG. So Bad Monkey Gaming clearly just all about team fight here. you already talked about that with the Engineer. Obviously, Rhapsody, what she brings. And then they got the Magnus on top of that here. So they also are making a point that they're not planning to run a jungler, of course. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how those junglers, if we do have a jungle option, or if it ends up being supports in the end, just like the first game. Again, jungle is not as guaranteed as it was, so say, a couple months ago, especially with Haunter Season 2 and everything. But Empath going to be the final pick for Reason Gaming. So this is already shaping up like it could be another very aggressive game here between these two teams coming at you. So looking forward to that. But yeah, so what do you make of this? Just both teams getting all their supports out of the way. 2 on either side.
Well, I guess it's because of the current metagame now, as people don't really pick junglers anymore. That you need to pick your both supports, because you don't really want to show your other heroes, in my opinion. You want to pick them later on. Especially in this current meta, you don't really want to show what heroes you have on the lanes. If you had a jungler, it doesn't really matter that much if you show the heroes, as before you could have seen the Wretched Hack pick up straight away, but that didn't really matter, because the other team would go also a jungler, because it wasn't really that effective if you went with 2 supports back then. But now, I feel like it's more effective to go with 2 supports. You could also run junglers, but it all depends on the picks. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we've shifted away from that, definitely. So, I mean, hell, you see heroes like Ophelia, Tempest, Paris, all the junglers are still on the board and probably won't be banned because of how the lineups are shaping up here on either side, so no point to use a ban on them. Dr. Repulsor, Wretched Hag, Pharaoh, and Bubbles, a lot of suicide options coming out here from either side as far as the bans. Obviously, that's what still both sides could even use, but at the same time, they don't want to give either or the good options here, so they're going to take away all those, including Dr. Repulsor as well on top of that. And again, another one of those kind of... He's just one of those... He's always banned in the second tier of bans. He's never picked up in the first 3. He's never banned in the first 2. But in the second tier of bans, it's where it's like, okay, let's not want to deal with Dr. Repulsor, so we take out him. Gauntlet and then Sir Bensington is how all that finishes off. So now BMG... Where do they go with their possible solo lane options here? The suicide even. Again, you're not 100% sure of either side as far as like they could do a trial lane, but they don't need to. So there's still that mind game there as far as what we're going to ultimately see. But anything standing out to you here as far as hero options, or?
Not really. I think it's this like everything here is just fine. The only thing I'm concerning now is what they're going to pick up and see how they lane it. Mm-hmm. So, just wait to see.
10 more seconds. Not much longer. Using a lot of extra time once again. So, ooh, Chipper. You see, Jonas fan usually the one that ends up with the Chipper here.
They could put him on Fuzi this game, as I feel like they might go with offensive trailing.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be either short or mid. But I'm not too sure. Can be anything.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, it definitely makes for a very aggressive game, though, with the lineups that we have going against one another. So that's the good thing that we definitely have coming out here. But now back to Reason Gaming, and, you know, you see that Chipper pickup, so I wonder how they're going to look to respond here in the end, as far as something like a Jeraziah almost seems like would be very strong here, because they don't really have nullfire candidates, and Protective Charm would obviously do wonders against this Legion team. So I'm wondering if he could be a possible option, but at the same time, then Electrician also has been kind of stepping up lately as far as an option goes, and wouldn't be surprised to see that in response if they did it that early. So, yeah, they do have that 5th and final pick, though. Something's telling me. Maybe something like a Jeraziah. We'll see. We'll see in the end. But they go Kraken here. Obviously, always a sound hero pickup, so not too much to
he's
look
a really
into.
good hero.
But now back to BMG. Where do they... Gemini. All right. They go
the Franker C.
It looks like Fuzi is going to end up with that.
I'm not too sure I'm going to lane this. There might be a suicide chipper, but that's not going to work out, so I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think he needs to be mid or short. There's no way they're going to send him suicide. Mm-hmm. So it might be an offensive try-in. And, yeah.
All right.
Devour.
I was completely off with my possible. I was thinking maybe something like a Jeraziah, but no, they go very aggressive here and continue that trend with a Devourer pickup. So, yeah, again, both sides. I don't know if there's a really certainty in how it's going to shape up with the lanes here. So we will have to wait and see what both BMG and, of course, Reason Gaming look to do as far as their picks are concerned now. So again, Reason Gaming up 1-0 over Bad Monkey Gaming. So BMG with their backs against the wall, and they're not really happening a whole lot well held in this event yet, because again, they've been undefeated up until their last game. So looks like who's playing the empath? Is that St. Rox? Yeah, St. Rox. Looks like you might have had a connection issue there. All right. So, into game number 2 once again. So, how are we going to see the lanes here? Can we remake real quick, apparently? All right. Well, there we go.
guess they forgot to swap heroes.
We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I didn't pay. I honestly wasn't 100% sure what they had, so or who was playing what. Sometimes that happens, though.
I felt like they had the right heroes. They had like Fuzi on Dog, they had Jonas on Chipper and everything. So I guess they want to swap it up and put someone else on Chipper, or I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird.
We'll see what they do here in the end. Again, this isn't a Han Tour lobby, so should be able to just remake all pick and be good to go with that. So fairly quicker start here. So as I was showing you guys on the screen, not only the current standings again going into this matchup, but the full schedule there at the bottom, guys, for this week, for week number 3. Not only do we have BMG, obviously BMG versus Raisin today, but tomorrow is going to be Rexars versus CiC. And then Thursday, actually, is going to be a rescheduled match. It's going to be Raisin Gaming versus you guys, versus Team Excellent on Thursdays when that got rescheduled too. So we got 3 days here back-to-back during the week that we got some matches. And then, of course, into the weekend, we got some more big ones there. The Last of Us, that's how they started this season. They get matched up against BMG and CiC Esports once again. And on that Saturday, so that's going to be fun. But in The Last of Us, they managed to pick up 4 points here, taking a series. I think there's a caster missing. No, we're good. We are good.
I think he's drunk.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Is this all pick? It is all pick. Okay, good. All right. Back into the game here, so just do the all pick. Let's see what they change up here, if anything. Maybe the Magnus was not on limp? But again,
Yeah, no, he was.
Maybe they just changed the supports around.
That could be yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, that's what they did.
Well, alrighty then. Just changing that around, I guess. Okay. But other than that, obviously all the picks the same and everything here. Yeah, I was making a mention, though, I was looking at this draft here once again. We don't see the hero, but Electrician has actually been getting some attention lately on the scene. I think he was even played against you guys in one of your games, maybe. But you think it makes sense? Electrician's a
he's an alright hero, of course. The main reason they picked him up against us was that we picked Jeremiah. So.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty bad by me. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that can cause problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be issues. I saw. Was that the game where he went staff of the master as well?
Yeah, it is.
I was looking back at some of those games. Yeah, doing work. Not to bring up bad memories. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. I learned something from there. So.
There you go. That's a good attitude to have. Okay.
Never pick Jeremiah again.
Never pick Jeremiah. Hey. If you're Hellborn for the final pick, I think you can.
Yeah, of course. That's what I should have done if I went with it, because they didn't really have a suicide, so they could have picked whatever they wanted. And as I picked their side, it was pretty obvious they were going to pick Electrician. I didn't really think that much, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, darn it. I have this lock camera bug. 1 second. Everyone's going to tell me to press V, and that doesn't work.
Oh, damn.
Okay, there we go. There we go. It works now. Okay, so lanes again. Very curious. What is going to happen here for really both sides? Jonas a fan on Chipper. Looks like he's headed towards the top. So BMG not going to look to do anything aggressive themselves at the top lane. They got Gemini babysat by Rhapsody down here. You got Magnus Engineer lane in that middle. So kind of a classic lane there. For that matchup, Raisin Gaming going to be sending Devour and I think Master, yeah, and then Empath's going to go top most likely. Okay, so it ends up being 2-2-1 on either side here in the end. So that does leave the middle matchup though. Devour Master of Arms versus a Magnus Engineer here. Are we seeing a change? Swift Blade? Okay.
Ember wanted to change apparently, but
yeah. Huh. I think at the last second they thought it might have been aggressive for some reason, but then they realized it wasn't. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they thought about. And the Empath is not even sure where he's gonna go. He's just running around.
He's just running around, having a good time, exploring the map of New Earth. Okay. I think we're getting settled in here. St. Rox, that's not going to work. He's trying to be sneaky, but there's a ward of sight right there. And the chance of getting a wall off is not going to be there. So, yeah, he's just going to now head back towards the top lane. Tries to at least be somewhat useful as he's roaming about, but obviously that wasn't going to happen. Ooh, I think Probosk may have that's unfortunate. Yeah, that was really bad timing right there.
Might be in that bug again, I guess, as he's one of the few players I know like every single game he gets this DC. Yeah.
Yeah. He just starts running away, and yeah, that's it's not like it always sucks when you DC, obviously. Yeah, as he's gonna say right there. Fortunately, may lose a couple of creep kills because of that, but what's done is done. That's a good point from Snooey right there. Probably would have got outplayed, so it doesn't matter. Fuzi playing the dog. I think he likes to get the Q and the W maxed out. Who was that? Who was that one Gemini player? God, there was one Gemini player. It was like it wasn't for Hantu. Maybe it was like when we were casting some gold matches or something, but it wasn't like Hunter. But anyways, there was one of these players that he played Gemini, but he just maxed out the elemental force and then stats.
That's Twin Fang. He's been playing. I think they were in even Diamond once.
Maybe that was it. Yeah. So that name does sound familiar.
I even went with that build when I played him as a suicide. I did that once in a tournament, but that was kind of far, like really long time ago.
Well, but I remember it just working out very well, and I was just like shocked, like holy crap, that's amazing. Yeah, especially how when you're split up, you don't actually need abilities in your Q and W to be able to use those in your split form. So that's also what helps make it very, very powerful. But anyways, obviously not going to see it here. Fuzi going, I think you could almost say more the traditional of maxing out that Q and W once again, and then eventually get the Elemental Force to scale for the later game, of course. But again, Super KG, middle matchup. Devour Master versus a Magnus NG is either or should one lane be favored, or just however they play, you think?
If Devour misses a hook, and that's the time when BMG could try and get a pick off, like return kill on Devour, I think, or even on Master Arms. But if he lands a hook on Engineer, he's dead. No matter what. There's no way they can save him, so...
Yeah.
This lane is going to be even, I guess. It all depends on, okay, they see him.
Oh, God. I thought they were going to go right away, but...
they're going to go now.
Yeah, now...
No,
the creep! He needs to land the hook. No, the sides... Oh, that just backfired. Not backfired, I guess, but... Yeah. So they were very patient there. But obviously that did not work out. And now Devour is actually going to take some good damage. Here comes a turn. Chipper even running in from the side. And Probusk is going to get Bloodlust maybe. No! He's able to deny himself. Remember that change that happened. You have to wait a full second before you can deny yourself from taking damage, yet he still manages to do so. That's not easy anymore.
Yeah, it's really hard. But I think it's... In early game, it's easier, as people have really slow attack speed, so...
Yeah. Well, so no Bloodlust just yet, but that's still got to sting a little bit knowing that they had a chance themselves, but actually now Master of Arms in trouble once again, and Master of Arms this time will fall. He cannot deny himself. He does get Bloodlusted. Devour is going to take some good pressure, but I think... Oh, maybe not, actually. Magnus, he has a Lava Surge. He's going to go in. They're diving the tower big time. Bad Monkey Gaming. They came here to play in game number 2 big time. How about that? Jonas a fan being the roaming chipper, really. And I guess that's what you do as a suicide chipper. You get maybe a couple levels early on, and then you start setting up ganks. And he's doing that well.
This is why I thought he was that not good of a suicide, as especially in this game, because he's not going to get much up there. But he's doing great now in roaming, so big props to him.
It's the bottle even, has boots and a bottle already picked up on Your Suicide Chipper. So again, although Swiftblade's having a very, very good time, basically free farming at this point, is Imba Boy, and that is showing 32-7 overall, 380 gold per minute. But the rest of his team, not so much. Again, especially with Devourer. Sure, he denied himself, but still delaying a lot of farm. Had a little bit of a lag issue early on, and yeah, it's missed out on a lot. So Kraken's obviously not doing much better either at the bottom lane. He's staying alive, getting some levels, which is good, but as far as farm concerned, not doing the best. Top lane, they're going to try to set up a gank here. On to Chipper. Swiftblade charging in with those Ghost Marches, but Jonathan Fan playing it way too passive to be able to get any kind of kill in there. So good, good read there from Chipper, and actually going to respond with a little bit of damage himself. Knows he can kind of poke in there. Oh, they're going to send Kraken mid now, it looks like. So Recent Gaming trying to be a little active themselves now. Will they be able to pull this off? I don't know. Empath is still being spotted. Yeah, the Archer's going to spot Empath, so.
Rhapsody's coming in, though.
Uh-oh.
And he should have seen Kraken there.
Well, Magma's going to go in first. They're looking for a kill themselves. Master of Arms is going to fall, so they get the one. Will they get a second one even? Devour's actually taking some good damage. He's going to maybe end up dropping right here. Yes, he will. So Kraken finally jumps in, but he comes there a little bit too late. Now he needs to play defensive. Man, BMG is just on their way to having a good time here in game number 2 at this point, Super KG. So you think Imba Boy's success early on is going to be enough to kind of hold things off here?
Not by the looks of it. Not if BMG keeps it up. Like if they crush mid this hard, it's going to be really hard for Recent Gaming to come back. Also, as they have a dog free farming. They're not even contesting him at all. And he's really massive carry. Mid lane though.
Yeah, back to the middle lane. Magnus. Jeez. Able to sidestep right there. Limp was obviously predicting it, so it's hard to hit those, but
that was a bad hook.
But I was gonna say, but you probably would have, right? Yeah. Not the best timing of it, so but Limp again making a good play on himself and able to avoid death right there at least. So yeah, you're talking about the free farming. Gemini in the meantime at the bottom lane, yeah, 370 gold per minute himself now. He's got full steam boots. As a Ring of the Teacher in that Iron Shield here, so some early build up. Boots have been picked up all across the board here now on the Legion side. Not so much on the Hellborn team. Master of Arms still without them, but
Bottom lane, they're going.
oh, they're diving big time, man. Gemini splitting up those dogs right there, trying to chase after Kraken, but it's not going to have it. Master of Arms in the meantime, he comes with the Fork Lightning, but actually they do get Kraken killed as Rhapsody's able to find him with the staccato stuns. However, she kind of gets trapped in the jungle right there, so at least a little bit of response. Finally, a kill happening for Recent Gaming, but Gemini, he gets back just fine, and back to farming he goes. At the bottom side, Magnus stunning back in here once again. Keg stuns out. Turret doing a lot of slow, and yet again, Devour going to find himself in trouble, and this time falls. Probusk 0-4-0, not the start that he was looking for. And neither was his team, and so again, this is what BMG can do, though. You even with Recent Gaming taking the first game and playing it very well, their response is, well,
Bottom lane, there's
going
going to be killing Rhapsody here.
Is there? I don't know. Okay, I was going to turn him back, so probably. Yes. Fork Landing finally gets the kill. Magnus, a big stun, though, hits all three right there. The breath comes out from Gemini. The Essence Leak, though, on Empath, going to barely keep her alive. In the meantime, though, Kraken will die to the split-up dogs. The rocket from Chipper out of nowhere. He comes in, and they come flying in, and Magnus stuns Master of Arms to finish him off. I think Game 3 is upon us.
Yeah, this game might already be over.
Yeah.
Imba Boy is just sitting up there. He's not been taking part in any fight. He's here. Oh, he even died once. When did he die?
Wait, yeah, he died? Jonas Fan killed him. All right, yeah, that must have been that must have happened when other action was going on. Cause yeah, it looks like looking at the text, it happened a little bit time ago.
Okay, yeah, that was weird. Something that may not happen.
Yeah.
A suicide that had nothing kills the carry. I don't know. Must have been very misplayed by Imba Boy there. Bottom lane, Sane died.
I think Racing Gaming also themselves. And I mean, they're going to go for top
Oh,
kill, but
boy.
holy crap! Again, they dive. And Chipper's able to turn that one. Yeah, I was able to catch at least the tail end of that one.
That was a really big play from Jonas. Like,
Yeah.
he just put on the focus buffer on himself, and that means the spin deals no damage at all, and he just, like, right-click him to death.
Wow, yeah, 500. He's level 4 focus buffer, maxing that out first, or second, I should say, over the Rockets, or after the Rockets. But he hasn't even touched his tar toss here. But obviously, right there, that proved to be the very, very effective choice. I mean, that's a lot of you're basically giving yourself like almost double, not double your life full, but a third of your life full extra by getting that focus buffer here. Level 4 that quickly, so.
Yeah, he's one of the few players that really max it out early. Like, he's really loves to go focus buffer, as it's really good to turn around in team fights.
That was... Oh, man. Well, Limp just literally stood right in these trees right here as Kraken was kind of just hugging the trees himself, just standing there watching. And Limp just starts channeling his ultimate, and then a second later he stuns in, and Kraken had no clue it hit him. I think Reason Gaming, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in Skype right now just saying, all right, let's just move on to the next game, because this is already bold.
Yeah, this is looking really grim. Gemini already has his Energizer and another 1,000 gold, so he might just go for yeah, GG.
Are you serious? They're basically calling an 11-minute GG well played. I mean, obviously they can't even officially concede until 15 minutes. So, but yeah, a couple of them are just sitting in the well. I think Provost kind of rage quit already. Hey, they still got another game, so you know, hopefully it's at least the mindset of whatever. This game, it happened. Let's blank it out. We beat them the first game, so we know we can beat them, obviously. That's what I would be saying, damn it. I need to go to their Skype and kind of cheer them up.
Go in there and start screaming at them.
What are you doing? You're better than this! Oh, jeez. Van finding kills left and right. Swiftblade realized that this was a bad decision. Yeah, he's going to pour it back, and that'll be that. So, 3 more minutes, and then this game will officially be in favor of BMG. I got to say, Limp, too, though. Limp had probably his worst game of the Pro League so far last game on Drunken Master. And he responds it with, obviously, this game. Him and Engineer, of course, both of them together, but their middle lane dominance is what really started this whole swing here. And BMG's just been able to go forth from that. So yeah, 5-0-5, 480 gold per minute. For Limp right there, bottom lane, Kraken. I mean, it's like, why? It's at a point, though, literally 2 of their teammates are just sitting in the well, so they're AFK at this point. So yeah, not really a whole lot to commentate on here. Oh my god, Swiftblade gets a kill. That's something to commentate on.
But he's gonna die. Or
no, he's fine. Yeah, my boy
I
still
think they
got
should
this.
have went for the kill as the game is already over, but
yeah. This is just for the purpose of letting be done. I mean, again, drafting? Is this a drafting game, or is this just simply getting outplayed from the beginning and just snowballing?
outplayed in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like their heroes are fine and everything. It's just that the mid lane got really stomped, and now there's a gang top lane on
that guy. Oh, trying to get a turn kill. Not going to happen though. This is kind of the story of Reason Gaming, though, at the same time. Reason's always been known as a very up-and-down team. I mean, hell, again, these 2 games alone, really, like I said, they're kind of the extremes. One game, they'll look just great themselves. Even though it took a little bit longer to win the first game, they were just on fire off the bat, and they were really taking it to BMG. So, looking good. They took the victory in the end. Game 2, on the other hand, came out a little flat. Came out a little flat. At the same time, BMG at the same time, they obviously played very, very well, but of course not taking away from their play here. But Yeah, Recent Gaming, they're this up and down team. So where will they be in Game 3 is the question.
Yeah, Game 3 is going to be interesting. I really hope it's going to be an even draft, so it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
As the first game was kind of a stomp early game, but then it's like went over to, I guess was a kind of even game after all. But yeah, there goes Swiftly.
I just love how he's done that twice now. He just walks up to somebody, channels Eruption, and he stuns it and gets the kill eventually. So usually you're not supposed to be able to do that. Yeah, he's done, man. You can tell. He had that DC early on. I'm sure he's frustrated from that alone. His start was bad and just done. Let's just move on. All right. Well, anything else to say, Super KG? No.
Nah.
Okay, not much else to say, really. All right. Well, we are going to take a short break right here. And again, I assume it's just going to be a very short break. I'm sure the teams as well will just want to jump into the next one here. But, hey, BMG, they take game number 2. And probably the most one-sided, decisive fashion game that we've seen in a long time. But, hey, even the best of teams going at it, that can happen. It's just things sometimes just do not roll your way. So, BMG takes game number 2. But that does mean we're going to a third and final game here for the Carnage Academy Pro League here for our Week 3 matchup here on Tuesday. Bad Monkey Gaming, will they be able to keep that momentum going? If so, Recent Gaming's in for a tough one. But, hey, again, they proved they can take a game and maybe even take a series if they're on the ball. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We got Game 3, the final game, going to be coming up. Recent Gaming versus Bad Monkey Gaming. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.